Joining us now from Senate Foreign Relations, we have back with us Senator Bill Hagerty. Senator, the news coming in that the White House is sending officials down into Congress to pressure Senate Democrats to stand down. Do not go for Senator Ted Cruz's sanctions on Russia's Nord Stream 2 pipeline. Are you hearing the same thing?
I'm hearing exactly the same thing, Liz. By the way, Happy New Year to you. It's good to be back on with you here in the new year. Yes, we're hearing exactly the same thing, that the White House is trying to pressure the Democrats to oppose the Nord Stream 2 sanctions bill that Senator Cruz put forward. The Senate should overwhelmingly pass this bill, help us regain the leverage that we had. But the Biden administration has been all about appeasement, giving up our leverage and getting nothing in return, whether it be the extension of START. You think about our president showing up and showing a list of 16 industries that the Russians should not touch with their cyber attacks. There should be no industry that's on the table with respect to Russia and their cyber attacks. We've been dealing from a position of weakness. We need to regain our strength, and that's why this Nord Stream 2 bill should pass.
Senator, the report's coming in, too, that the White House wants to hold on to Nord Stream 2 in its own hip pocket to use as leverage itself when in talks with Russia. What do you think of that angle?
Well, I think they gave away the leverage that we had in place before this administration came into office. If you think about it, under the Trump administration, we had the Nord Stream 2 sanctions in place, and Russia wasn't piling up on the Ukrainian border. If you think about it, before this administration came in, we held the START talks up. We needed to get something in return for that. Biden extended it for 5 years and got nothing in return. What the Russians are doing, what Vladimir Putin is doing, is he's looking and observing what this administration is doing. Whether it be Afghanistan, our southern border, what's happening with China on the Taiwan Strait, look at Iran and the situation in the Middle East. The Russians are taking notice of this. They see our vulnerability, they see our weakness. We need to regain our strength. And again, that's why this bill that Senator Cruz is putting forward should pass.
Yeah, we're hearing that now Russia's actually increasing troops at the border as we speak. Let's watch the Pentagon spokesman on this and also the White House press secretary on this issue. Watch this.
Sure.
You see no major changes to the force posture by the Russians in the border areas around Ukraine. There continues to be a sizable element there.
There are 100,000 troops at the border now, obviously returning those troops to the barracks, conveying to us their intention of doing that certainly would be easy ways to show de-escalation. But absolutely, the aggressive action, the bellicose rhetoric came from the Russians, so they have the ability and the power to de-escalate.
Let's watch Leon Panetta on this. Watch this.
I think the United States and our allies can actually take some pretty strong steps against Russia. I mean, one is sanctions, which is to cut them off from the international banking system. I think using cyber to go after their infrastructure, go after their electric grid, go after their pipelines, and weaken their economy. And lastly, we're providing defensive weapons to the Ukraine, which is important. They are not just going to be able to walk into the Ukraine without a fight.
Is the Biden administration ready for all of that? What do you think?
I think the Biden administration is inviting this again by showing weakness. The Russians haven't seen this opportunity since Obama was in power. That was the time that we lost Crimea to the Russians. So again, Russia is observing the actions of this administration, the weakness of this administration on foreign policy, and they're taking advantage of it. It's no surprise that they aren't de-escalating. In fact, the escalation is giving them leverage right now. We should be, again, creating American strength and American leverage in this situation, not negotiating from a position of weakness.
Congressman Bill Hagerty, it's so good to see you. Come back soon.
Great to be back with you, Liz. Thank you so much.